Hello students, today I am discussing about the problem number 2, that is of development of surfaces. So the problem number 2 is just in front of your screen. You can see here a square prism, side of base 30 millimeter. That is, a square prism is there and whose base sides, each base sides, as it is square, so its all its base sides and top face sides are equal. Base sides and top face side are equal in a prism. So each is how much? That is 30 millimeter, and axis is 60 millimeter long. Means its height is how much? That is 60 millimeter long. That is resting on HP. Means it is resting on HP. Means horizontal plane, and on one of its bases. Means suppose the bottom base, that is the bottom surface, which is a square. So it HP is on one of its bases, such that all the sides of the bases are equally inclined to VP. Means its all sides are equally inclined to VP. Means VP vertical plane. All sides of the base are equally inclined. Means it is an inclined position that all of the sides of base are equally inclined to VP. A round through hole, means another through hole is there of diameter 20 millimeter is drilled at the midpoint of the axis. Means one through hole is there through the midpoint of the prism, square prism of the prism, such that the axis of the hole is parallel to the HP. Means parallel to the HP. If this is HP, then the axis of the hole is parallel to HP. Means a through hole, that is whose axis is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP. Means if the position is just that it is parallel to HP and perpendicular to VP, the axis of the hole. Understand? Draw the development of lateral surface of the prism with hole. So we have to draw the lateral surface of that square prism with hole. Means one hole is through hole is there. So first of all we have to draw the top view of the prism. The top view is a square. Suppose top view is a square. If we draw the top view is just like that. A top view, whose top view is a square. Top view is a square. Means this is a square, and you can see this is suppose this is the surface of the base, which is above HP, placed above HP, and base sides, all the base sides are equal. All these sides are how much? That is the length of this 30 millimeter, 30 millimeter, 30 millimeter, and 30 millimeter given. That is all sides of the base is 30 millimeter. Understand? All these sides are 30 millimeter. And this is the base side, and all sides are equally inclined to VP. Means this side is, you can see, equally inclined means it must be 45 degree. It is also, this side is also inclined at an angle 45 degree to VP. Suppose this is VP, and this side is also inclined 45 degree to VP, and this side is also inclined. Means all these sides 1 2 3 4, all these sides are equally inclined. Means that is 45 degree inclined to VP. Understand? So this is a top view of the prism. Now we draw the projection line. Now we draw the projection line through this. And we extend it similarly. We extend the projection line also. Similarly we extend the projection line also. Suppose now the height of the prism axis means height of the prism is given how much, that is 60 millimeter. To take 60 millimeter from here, 60 millimeter length, and draw the view. So this is the front view of the prism. Understand, this is the front view of the prism. This is the front view and this is the top view of the prism. This height is how much? That is 60 millimeter. Given that is how much? That is 60 millimeter. So prism is on HP, means it is just above the reference line. You can see. Now a through hole is there. Through hole means at the midpoint of the axis. This is the axis of the prism. Now at the, suppose this is the midpoint, means at a distance 30 millimeter from the bottom side as well as top side also. Suppose this is the axis of the prism and a through hole is there whose diameter is also given, whose diameter of the hole is how much, that is diameter is 20 millimeter, means radius is how much, 10 millimeter. So a through hole at the midpoint, this is the center of the hole. Suppose a through hole is there, a through hole is there whose diameter is how much, its diameter is 20 millimeter, means radius is 10 millimeter. Suppose this is a through hole. Through hole means you have to erase this because this is a through hole. Understand? So this is a through hole. Up to that point, this is a through hole, means R part. We can see from this side. If we see from this side, then we can see the back side of the prism because it is a through hole. Now we divide this hole. Hole means this is a circular hole, and this is the center of the circular hole. We have to divide this into 8 equal divisions. Suppose at an angle 45 degree. Now we divide this hole into 8 equal divisions. So all these angles are how much? That is 45 degree. So 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree, 45 degree. 4 hole, no, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. Means 180 degree and 180 degree. That is 360 degree. Total angle is 360 degrees. So we are divide this circle into 8 equal division. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 equal division. Understand? Now we project the point. Suppose this is the number 1 divisional point. This is 2. This is 3. This point is 4. This point is 5. This point is 6. This point is 7. And this is the 8th division line. Now draw the projection line from here. This is the screw hole, and from 5 as well as 5. The projection line here up to that point, and similarly from one point 1 we draw from the 5, then we draw the projection line. 2 and 8 are the same. Draw the projection line through here. This is the projection line of this, and similarly 6 and 4, if we draw a projection line, this from 6 that will pass through the 4 also. So we draw the projection line from 2 to 4 up to that point. So this is a through hole. You can see this is a through hole. So we have represented this hole at the top view. This becomes a dashed line. This becomes a dashed line. So this is a hole, through hole. You can see here. Now, what should be the length if we opened it? If we develop it, the lateral surface is 4 rectangular surfaces there. One other backside, another backside is there. So what should be the length of this lateral surface? That is 30. If we cut from here and make it a straight line, then 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30 means from here you can take 30 up to here. This is 30, another 30, another 30, and another 30, and draw a projection line from here also up to that point. Draw a line from here so we develop this surface from here to here, you can see, and suppose we name it, that is this corner is A dash, this corner is B dash, this corner is C dash, and at the back side this corner that is D dash. Similarly at the bottom face, that is E dash, this corner is represent E dash, this corner is F dash, this corner is G dash, and backside corner H dash. Similarly, this A dash and E at this point, A and E. This point represents what? D and F. Similarly, this side, this corner represent the top C, and at the bottom that is G, C and G, and this point represent that is D and H. Understand this point? Now from here, suppose this is A and E. This side A is here, A, E is here, and similarly B, F is this line represent the BF, B and F represents this line. Similarly, this line represents C, G. This line represents C and G. Similarly, the back side of that is D and H. This line represents D and H. And again it comes to A, B. Understand? Now we make it thick line. These are the thick line. This is the outer surface of the development, lateral surface of a square. Understand? And here two hole is there. Hole is in where this edges, in which edges? That is B and F edges. The hole is there. A hole passes through the B and F edges, and at the back side that is D and H edge. Means hole is passing through BF and DH. Understand? Now we draw the projection line here. Another, you can see that this point we have to mark it, this point and this point. This is M point, this is N point. Similarly, this is also M point and this point is N point. M point and N point. Similarly, this point is, and this point we mark this point O and P point. Similarly, this point is also P and O point. Understand? Now, we take the length AM and here also AM. Let's take the distance. At a distance, suppose this is here. Take a distance. Suppose this is AM and AM from A to M. Suppose this is the take this distance. AM. Suppose this is AM and this is AN. From here, this is AN. Similarly, you can take the distance CP in this side, CP and CO. Suppose this is CP and this is CO. So this point represent M and this point represent N and this point represent P and this point represent how much? What? O. Understand? Now you draw a line, projection line, vertical projection line through this. Similarly, projection line through this. Similarly, draw a projection line through this point and projection line through this point. Understand? In the same thing, you have to calculate the same distance from and the back side from CP and CO. Suppose CP, suppose this is P and this is O, and in the same side CPCO, and in this side also CPCO. So this side also CP means this is in the back side also you have to draw same distance CP and CO. Take the distance. So this is the length, that is P, and this is the length O. This is the distance CP, and here you can see NM from H or that is D, DN or DM. Take a distance. Suppose this is DM and DN, and this is DN. Understand? From D it is DM is the far more point, and N is the in the front point. Similarly, draw the projection line through this point and draw projection line from this point also. This point, the projection line. Similarly, from this point M point you have to draw a projection line also. Understand? Now from A to D, A, you draw a projection line. A means that is M, one point is MN line. MN line is this one, MM line. So M line, one touches the M line. This is the point. Similarly, one touches the M line, and also one touches at the back side. That is, back side means M line is another M is there. So M line you have to draw. This is the M from 1. So this is number projection point of 1. This is 1 which touches the M. Here another M is there, so this point is M. Similarly, draw a projection line from 2. So 2 touches the N and N. Understand? So N line is this one, N line is here is this one. So 2 touches the N line. So 2 touches the N line. That is the N line here. Another N line is up to that point. So extend the projection line up to N. That is the 2. So this is 2 and this is the point 2. Now from the 4, 3 is there, 3, draw a line, 3 line, that is up to what 3 line is, that is touches the P and H. So it touches, that is the 3 line is touches the BF, 3 line touches the BF and at the back side that is DH, means up to DH, what this is DH and this is BF. So 3 line touches the this is the BF line and up to DH line, means up to this line, DH line. So this is number 3 and here this point is number 3. Now 4 point touches what? The 4 point touches the O point. 4 point, here you can see the 4 point, 4 point touches the O. O means this is the O, another O is there, this is O. So 4 point touches here. So this is 4 and this point is also 4. Understand? Similarly 5, you can see here 5 touches the P point. So P point, 5 is the P point, means here this is the P point, another P point is here. So this is 5 and this is also 5. Then you have to do the 6 is, I am drawing from the 8 and 6 in the same line, so I draw 6 point touches the what? That is OO. 6 and 6 point touches O, means that is O is, this point is 6, another line is O is here. So this one is 6 and this one is 6. Similarly 8 point touches what? N. 8 point touches N. N line is, this is N line, another N line is here. So 6 point touches the N line. N line means this one, another line is N, means up to that point. This line is the 8 line touches what? This is the point 8, which means this line, projection line touches the N. So N is here and N is here. So this is the 8 and 8. And another rest is 7. We draw the projection line. 7 touches what? 7 line touches the, that is DH line and it is DF line. A, E, F, G, H, A, B. That this one is sorry. This one is B, not B. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So B, F line. 7 touches the DH, H and BFH. DH is 7 touches the DHF is what? DH and BF. BFH is, so this is the BFH 7 and another DHH. DHH is here, that is DHH. So this is the point 7 and 7. This point is 7. Now we join these points which a curved surface just like an ellipse. Similarly here we join sorry, this one is a 7, no, this one is 6, this is 7 point, not this point, so join all these things becomes ellipse. So development of this circle becomes an elliptical. So join this one, this is the edge, this is the lateral development of the square prism and this line. So this becomes the lateral development of this square prism with a through hole of diameter 20. Understand? So this is M and this is M line, this is N, this is O line, this is P, this is a projection line P, and this is O. Similarly, this is N and this is M line, N line. Understand? So this is the projection of this drawing. So thank you.